Good evening, Internet. Good evening, Twitch. Good evening, all of those watching on YouTube after the fact as well. Quite a lot has happened in the last week. I'm not going to lie. We've been busy behind the scenes, as you will notice, down that way. Brand new logo. Nice new logo. Hopefully those of you that have been following on social media saw it a couple of days ago. It is awesome. It took us quite a lot of tweaks, versioning, changing this bit, moving it back, trying this, trying that, but eventually we have found a new logo that we are very, very happy with. We feel reflects more about the stream and what we're trying to do. So that is the Malt and Magic logo going forward. So yeah, there we go. Thanks to all the players for the input as well. We are a team, so we designed it as a team. We've got it sorted as a team, and now it is out there for all to see. I should do my thank yous as well before we get too far into all the cool new stuff. So a massive thank you to Hero Forge for character design. You'll see hopefully a lot of that tonight. Tabletop audio for the background ambience and music that we're going to use. D&D Beyond for character management, encounter building, sourcebook searches, anything you can imagine that you need to do around Dungeons and Dragons. D&D Beyond pretty much does it now. Put my teeth back in. Incarnate for the mapping, and tonight also Roll20, which kind of tells you what's going to be happening tonight. As always, I need to give a huge shout out to Battle Bards for our sound effects. Let's hope we all hear a few of them tonight. Please go and use the code Malt and Magic. Enter it in when you are registering. Use it as a little discount code. Get yourself a discount off some sound effects. Make your games more immersive. And then my final shout out, as has been custom for the last couple of weeks, is to shout out Tales of Tilnar. Please go check it out if you've not checked it out already. Available on YouTube. It is hysterical. It is emotional. It is awesome. And it is hosted by our very own Samal. So yeah, please go and give that a look. I've talked about the new logo. I've got my notes in front of me. You'll see me looking down. I did mention last week about being able to maybe listen to the Forgotten Kingdom of Nylin, and I'm pleased to announce that episode 1 is now available on your podcast platform of choice. Please go check it out. We are going to try and rattle out the episodes as quickly as we can to get up to speed, and then, like all of our other episodes and how we release onto YouTube, etc., we will release them on a weekly basis after we have streamed on Twitch. There's a few more surprises to come tonight, but I will not spoil those surprises. We're also working on a website. That's down to me. I apologise, that should have been up weeks ago, but I will get on to that and we'll get that up soon. And I suppose that's it. So, shall we get on with the dragon encounter? Can we all just take a moment? Well done, Dave. Well
thank you. I thank you.
Should we just watch that for 3 hours and then stop streaming?
It is epic, and Dave has done a superb job on that this week. So that was your extra surprise for today. I'd also like to go. Well, yeah, absolutely. But going back to my thank you to Hero Forge, I have a pro subscription, and you have seen on that some of the elements that you can do. The new lighting features are insane.
They are insane. It looks amazing.
So if you've got a Hero Forge Pro subscription, go check it out. If not, I do highly recommend it. They've
What
also
are
got the
you gonna
ability
do
now,
with it?
if you're using virtual tabletop generator simulator, I can't remember exactly what it's called, you can export your tokens or your characters to be used as tokens in that. Full 3D tokens. Pretty cool.
That's amazing. And in Hero Forge itself, it was actually changing the lighting as I was turning it when I was recording it. So again, they have worked super hard, and it looks absolutely stunning.
It is
So you've
amazing.
added a mage hand to my character, which is really cool. So that means I now need a new miniature. I sense a problem.
I've made a
on
lot
my
of changes
horizon.
to those characters now, and I'm sat there thinking, yeah, okay.
I'm going to need a display cabinet in
well.
about 6 months. A really tiny display cabinet. With loads of miniatures in it.
I'll do it. Just under through the years, or through the months.
Yeah. I'll do a dead one for next week.
Stuff.
Just a tombstone.
And on that, shall we recap? So last week we dealt with our time skip and did our various bits. Somehow doing a lot of checking up on various lore points, investigating certain. I say somehow Kirik investigating those lore points, investigating the plot points, checking up on Vraco, trying to scry Zapanir, the white whatever dead dragon. Trying to scry the Eladrin, which failed instantly. Whether that indicates something or not, who knows? Dargon practicing fighting, controlling the beast within, changing the beast within, to the point where he is now a nice white polar bear when he changes. Big fluffy polar bear. Just a floof.
Not
and
tonight,
then,
boys.
and then Ander making his way to Moonbright via teleportation circle to study under the Mistress Mandala at the College of Eloquence. And seemingly now wanting to replicate every accent I do, which is going to be brilliant. So, we then finally got the airship launched into the air and finally made our way to go rescue Vraco after some quite anxious weeks waiting to be able to do so. And on the way, did some reading, reacquainted ourselves with the crew, and then there was a voice on the wind. And that voice then swooped out from the clouds to the front of the airship, winged by two wyverns, however you want to pronounce that. A green
Wyvern?
dragon now besets the group. And so we begin tonight's episode with a green dragon in front of you, quite big, two wyverns. The crew all now looking startled, looking to you, or looking to the four of you, looking to the captain, and Charlie just almost stood frozen with her hands to the helm, wondering what in the fuck she does now. As the dragon then speaks.
Come forth, those who destroyed my brother. Let vengeance be done upon you.
I sheepishly moved behind Dargon. Trying to cover
make
my
me stealth check,
green
please.
dragon scale. Did you say make it roll?
Make a stealth check, please.
All right. Oh, 20 altogether. I'll take that.
You do manage to slide past as the dragon's eyes sort of flick from one crew member to the next. And as its eyes fall upon you, you're already half hidden behind Dargon at this point. And the eyes sort of pass over around the rest of the crew.
There are no dragon killers here. We're on a rescue mission to rescue a dragonborn.
Do not lie to me. I am Verdigal, the poison chalice, and I have followed your stench from the grave of my brother.
I'm tempted to try and cast suggestion on him. I'm gonna. Please. I can try anyway.
Okay.
Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Sorry. Not to throw a spanner in the works, but does it work against?
It says creatures.
Okay.
I can influence a creature.
That's alright then.
Oh, hang on. It's got a 30-foot range. Have I shafted it?
Yeah. You're not getting that one.
I've
I'll let you
wasted a
retcon
spell
it.
slot now.
Just because.
Okay.
No, I'll let you retcon it because you didn't quite understand the distance.
Should have asked that question first. It's not like Ander to be premature.
I do need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Nice.
I thought you were going to say roll perception. I was like, give us a chance.
Is this for? Yeah.
Oh fuck. And he's called Verdigal the what?
The poisoned chalice or poison chalice.
Is it for the presence thing?
Potentially.
Because I get advantage of that because of my armor. So I just need to.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Cool.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice. 22.
Okay.
I'm going to be useful in this fight.
So everybody saves except for Ander. Andy, you are now frightened of this creature.
It's not really a surprise considering he was trying to hide.
And as the eyes fall upon you once more, you just feel that fear in your heart. And the sun peeks out from behind a cloud, catches the scales on your armour that just shine green onto the back of Dargon.
What is this? My brother reduced to some armor on a filthy human. Vengeance.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, there is
Carry
a
on.
red dragon as a hot air balloon right next to you.
Kirik, what were you going to say?
Nothing.
Nothing. With that, as Ander comes out with that retort, despite being frightened of it, there is just a roar, and the dragon turns, and the wyverns just beam out to the side. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Hey!
Good. Let's get into it. Oh, bloody hell.
Started well then, Dania.
I wanted to roll
I've got-
deception.
+6 on initiative, and I still only managed a 10.
Oh no!
Bear with me, I've got a lot of people to get through.
That's okay, because while we're doing that, I'll press that.
Bum bum, ba-da-dum dum dum.
Change that.
Okay,
Oh,
that is
fucking hell.
everyone.
You are kidding me.
Oh no, that's not good.
No. No. I have advantage on initiative as well.
Apparently not.
And you got a 10.
Yeah.
Kirik,
Bothrid got a 16.
I got a 10 as well.
doing swimmingly. Do you guys want to re-roll, or is it just off dexterity?
Kirik got a 10.
I mean,
we'll just go with alphabetical order on that one. Dargon, you got
5.
What's the name of her name?
5.
So,
Okay.
I know there's
Make
more
sure we do the
people
rest of
in
the
it.
crew. Charlie got a natural 1. Luckily, she's got a +5.
Well, I'm going last. Great.
Wait, there's a lot of crew members to get through.
Why did it say werebear? It shouldn't say werebear.
This
There we go, that's
with,
better.
with the crew of the Winter's Tale. Matt has got about 45 tabs open with the character.
Sorry, say that again, Danny.
Say that again, mate.
I said I forgot when we've got the crew of the Winter's Tale up. Matt has a million tabs open.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was really hoping to go for deception there. Try and see whether we were going to be able to talk our way out of it, but never mind, we didn't. So
I thought green dragons won't like red dragons, so we might do it a favour.
It was worth a try. Oh, let's head down with a
Luckily,
roll.
though, there is quite a lot of us.
yeah, and area of effects kill a lot of people very quickly.
It's very glass half full, Dave.
Like I said, I'm mute. We'll have to see how far away this this dragon is.
We will do.
Otherwise, I'm honestly useless.
If I cast it large on the ship, do we all get bigger with it? That'd be
It
cool.
work that way. So, we are okay to bring up the map.
But I don't wanna.
Nah, it's good to get straight into it, and then
Yeah.
we'll know what characters we
Stop
need for next week.
flicking it around too much.
Oh, that's a pretty big token, Matt.
There's a pretty big token. These are in that first bit of movement. Going to come around to there. Excuse me. So first up is Geo, who is at the top of the balloon in the crow's nest, and with the dragon distracted, chooses not to come out for risking the balloon and risking any damage to the balloon. So for now, she's just going to stay up there and hide. We then get
DM,
to
how high up are we, by the way?
high enough that if you fall off, it's going to hurt.
I got that. Just again, it was a, you know, just a question.
Probably, what, about a mile up, maybe?
Nice,
Something
nice.
like
Yeah, good.
So we're in the stratosphere, basically.
There's a little thin up here.
Orbiting Nylon.
that. It's high. How high do airships fly? I don't know. I know how fast they fly. I don't necessarily know the fucking altitude. But
The
if
mile
you
is
fall off,
pretty
it's
high,
going to
isn't
hurt.
it?
No, it's like 1,500 feet. It's not that high.
Yeah. So yeah, you'd probably be anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 feet in the air.
Cruising altitude.
Right.
Cool.
Death.
Don't be so negative, you're fine. So, Hedam, having seen now these wyverns, and he was the one that just had his arm sort of out the side, was feeling the wind, is going to immediately just, fuck this, not having it. He is going to cast... When I reset that, is going to cast a 3rd level lightning bolt at this wyvern just here.
It's a good start. I'm happy with that.
So 3rd level lightning bolt cast, dex save of 15. Come on, wyvern. We're going to call the top one wyvern A, the bottom one wyvern B. So dex save, fucks it. Well and truly fucks it.
Hey.
So you
Why
just
have
see
I not the
Hedam. No, Turtle was good. So Hedam lifts his staff in the air, points it as this just crackling beam of energy just roars out, towards the wyvern, who is not quick enough to get out of the way. 100 feet line just catches the wyvern straight in the chest. The wyvern immediately taking 32 points of damage, and there is significant charring and burning across the chest and neck of this wyvern as it flies towards Hedam and some of the other group, but it is still up. Bothrid then looks around, not knowing what to do at all. Has his staff in his hands, it being white, and is going to sort of look at it, and then is going to throw it to the floor and pull out his vicious great club, and he's going to move to the side of the ship, ready, and just sort of hangs onto the railing, ready for if the wyvern gets even close, he is going to try and take a swing at it. So there is a Staff of the Four Seasons just in the middle of the floor there that Bothrid still hasn't quite figured out how to work. And then, so Wyvern A, with its flying speed of 80 feet, is going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 is going to perch itself and sort of lands on the railing, and is immediately, from where it is going to attempt to bite down at you, Ander. So that will be a 14 to hit.
Nope.
And then swings its tail towards Dargon. And that's going to miss because that is an 11 to hit.
Yep.
Cool. So then we go around to Bralin. Yep. Still feeling the effects of that flu from last week.
Oh.
So Bralin is going to, when I find his character sheet, there we are. He is going to... What is he going to do?
What's our tactic, guys? One at a time, or spread out?
Oh, I don't know.
Panic and run! Panic and run!
Employ the fear tactic, was that one, Danny?
Yeah.
Bralin is going to... What's the range on that? 60 feet. So... Apparently I didn't even put Bralin on here.
I'm gonna say Bralin was big.
Bralin
Damn.
was there. He was then for a minute. 10, 20, 25, 30.
How much?
All the suspense.
I can't remember how much damage he did.
No, it's
Quite enough.
33, I think. 34, something like that.
What, with the lightning?
Yeah,
Nice.
32 points of
it was in
damage
the
with lightning.
Bloody hell.
it was in the 30s
I wasn't
though.
messing about.
Big spell.
Yeah.
So, Bralin is going to run up and then is going to cast a first level... He's going to cast a first level fog cloud. And is going to put it on the green dragon.
Nice.
That's a big fucking dragon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why is it not letting me choose my shape?
I've got a stupid idea that might just work.
So we'll go with a box.
But I'm going last, so I might be dead by
Is
then.
a 20-foot radius sphere.
You're not.
How is it? Oh, Kirik. Oh, you're last. How? Oh, fucking hell. How am I second? With a 10.
So imagine that's a
Have I
sphere,
just
but
noticed that as
that's
well?
where the fog cloud currently is.
Also got my initiative wrong, so I forgot about that. It is 6, not 5, but that's not a huge difference. But anyway.
Good stuff. As I choose now to have a coughing fit.
Nice.
So Brallan, casts fog cloud, and the green dragon is currently in fog. So then Gore looks at the weapons he has and looks at where the wyvern is now on the edge. So Gore, who is here. Me getting used to roll 20 again, is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Is going to use a bonus action to rage. And in doing so, gains a storm aura. So I'm just going to quickly give him 10-foot radius. There you go. And chooses, as he rages, is going to choose the wyvern, who then takes a... there is a bolt of lightning that zaps out of this aura towards the wyvern. The wyvern needs to make a dex saving throw. Rolls a natural 1, so that's going to be double damage. And because... Let me just make sure.
And we haven't gone yet.
Half damage.
Right,
based on
no,
level,
that's dragon.
So... What level? That will be... 1d6 points of lightning damage. So 2 points of lightning damage on Wyvern A. Which is not a lot, and is then, as his action, going to heft his great axe while raging, and is going to swing towards the wyvern with a 22 to hit. That's going to hit. It's going to swing twice as well. That one's going to hit as well. So that will be 9 plus 6 points of damage. 15 points of damage to Wyvern A as he just brings the great axe down into the neck that is now sort of over. He sort of almost has to jump up a little bit with that rage. Sort of dashes up, jumps. Thing, 2 huge cuts now in the neck of this wyvern. As then we get Wyvern B, who is going to start clicking on the right screen. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is going to get to there, and at that point Bothrid, who was holding his action, is going to swing at it, because it's just going to stop there. So pulls out his Vicious Great Club. So that's an unnatural 20 for the first swing.
Oh.
And a 15 for the second one, which they both hit. So that's a 9 and a 6, so 15 points of damage again. I just need to check the Vicious Great Club. Yeah, see, I don't like this wording. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, the target takes an extra 7 damage. Is that a critical 20? Or
Yeah, that's when you roll the 20, not the modifiers.
That's cool. So 15 points of damage to Wyvern B.
Should have said yes then,
Who
actually.
was going to fly past, but in doing so, as Bothrid has then just leant out and poof, smacked it, has stopped and is now hovering next to Bothrid. Movard is still below deck, so we then move to Ander.
Wyverns can't comprehend speech, can they?
They seem to have comprehended the dragon.
But he spoke in the language, didn't he? I don't want to risk wasting the spell, so I'm not scared of this one, but obviously I'm still got a squeaky bum. So, but remembering how I killed the dragon first time round, we haven't seen this weapon in a while. I'm going to bust out a classic. I'm going to pull out my Dragon Slayer rapier.
Woo!
And I'm going to pull out my new frozen dagger and hysterically run at him and try and stab him first with my Dragon Slayer rapier.
Fire and ice, fire and ice.
Right, let's hope for the best. With a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
The Dragon Slayer rapier first, by the way. With 8 piercing damage. Piercing?
Now it is a dragon
Yes.
creature, so there should be a bonus. So 8 piercing damage. And as you drive in with that initial just
An extra
strike,
3d6.
you see blood
Boom.
begin to pour from the wyvern
sneak
itself.
Sneak attack.
An extra 7 on top of that
An extra 7. 7
for the
damage.
Dragon Slayer damage. The reason I'm using the frozen dagger, not a lot of damage, but if I roll a 20 and I can paralyze it, that shit's going to tumble like a sack of shit, innit?
So, man, what did you just say?
Are you using sneak attack for that one?
Okay, yeah.
It attacked me, didn't it? Oh no, it's engaged with.
It's engaged with the people
So
next
yes, I will definitely
Engage
use the
with other
fuck out of a
people.
sneak attack. Do you want me to use it now or before I do my next weapon?
Entirely when you want to use it, mate.
I'll do it now. Just make myself feel better. Ooh, 17.
17 damage.
And then frozen dagger with.
Pull out
Right,
the
I'm
frozen
not
dagger,
taking the
which just
piss.
Glints.
I fucking
with
rolled a
eyes.
20.
And that's
Whoa.
20.
Oh, I'm going to take a picture and send it to the group because this is.
Fine, I
You won't
trust you.
believe me otherwise.
If you were ever going to pull the natural 20s out, tonight is the night.
I feel like windmilling my dick about.
Natural 20
Right,
indeed.
Just to prove it.
Nice.
So I don't get the +4, but
Doesn't fucking
you have to
matter.
make a con 12 saving throw. If not, you are paralyzed. So that is.
18.
After all of that, it was also only 2 cold damage. I rolled 2 ones.
Oh man.
As you go in for the effect, and Dragon Slayer Rapier, as you drag it out, as I say, blood just begins to pour down from this creature, and you strike into it with the frozen dagger, and you can see the ice sort of burst into its body, but then shrink back as the effect does not take hold, and you sort of draw back, and it's created a little bit of a scratch on the wyvern. Anything else
And
you wish to
then-
do in your turn, sir?
Cunning action to disengage to the right, please, 30 feet.
Disengage to the right. How far?
30, if I may. Or
10,
to them stairs.
15, 20,
But down a little bit as well, so I'm
25.
into the ship.
30. There.
So hopefully the dragon can't reach me.
Cool. I'll zoom in for you.
Yeah, wow.
Ow, you were. Oh,
Cool.
I'm happy with that.
So, we're then over to Karstan. Karstan is currently manning the ballista at the front of the ship, and
Nice.
he is going to use his action to fire it. However,
Yes.
he is firing into a fog cloud now. So, it's going to be at disadvantage. So,
Like your lungs are at a disadvantage right now, by the sounds of it.
oh, my lungs are at a disadvantage tonight. I do apologise for the coughing. Hopefully it'll be gone by next week. So at disadvantage, rolled an 18 and a 3. So that will be a 9 to hit, which I think...
Does that hit his
safely
armour
assume-
class of a Gladot Dragon?
You just hear this as the ballista just and enters the fog cloud, and then you can just see it disappear down. Something like that.
It's the only one I've got. I haven't got a massive ballista noise.
That's cool. So let me just look at Karstan. He does get 2 attacks per action. However, due to the nature of the ballista, he is going to have to reload it. Cool. So that is his go. And then we're over to Mr. Gravetusk. How would you like to handle this situation, sir?
Boy. Okay, so I'm going to move 30 feet ahead so that I'm kind of southeast of Karstan. Yeah, over there. Yeah, and as I do so, I'm going to kind of look towards the wyvern that is fighting Bothrid. I'm going to kind of blow on one of the ravens on my shield, and I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon next to that wyvern. I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Second level Spiritual Weapon. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, second level. Spiritual Weapon.
Ready?
Nice.
Nice.
There.
Yeah, I've already said it. Cool. Yeah, so that's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. This 1d8 plus 5. 6 points of force damage.
Yep.
And as my action, I'm going to hold... No, I'm not. I'm going to focus on that one. No, I will go for the other one, and I'll cast, kind of click my fingers, cast Toll the Dead on A at the top. That is a Wisdom saving throw, please.
It's 6.
It misses. So that is 14. 19 points of necrotic damage.
19 points of necrotic damage as that bell sound just sounds out, and you can see the skin wither and the scales begin to sort of almost flake away in places, and then the effect draws back, but only draws back so far, and you can see that around its maw and its neck, around that sort of massive mouth, there is a distinct grey white tinge to its hide and the scales now, and it is sort of swaying about a little bit on the banister, on the railing of the ship, not looking in good shape at all. Anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No, that is it. I'll keep my shield up and I keep eyes on the fog cloud.
Cool. So then we go to Verdigal, as he has called himself, who is going to fly immediately out of said fog cloud. And there's a lot on his character sheet.
Oh, good.
Like,
Good.
fucking shit ton. There we go. Fly. So he's going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's going to sort of, I'll say 40. He's going to hover next to the ship there. Seeing Karstan and Kirik, is immediately going to use its poison breath. So I just need to check where it's going to go. So.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Boy.
Oh, no way. Oh, fuck. That's everyone.
How far does it go?
60 feet by the look of that.
60 foot.
It's a cone and so
Yeah, it's going to catch me and all of us.
I think that's going to get everyone apart from Hedam and Feltag and Captain Swift.
Thank God for that.
I think it will probably... No, it's going to get the Wyverns as well. And in fact, it's going to get Hedam as well. Based on that. I need to be able to draw a cone on this fucking thing.
Can you draw a cone?
I think you might be able to.
Don't think so.
You can do areas of effect with it, can't you? If not, just do three lines.
Resident Roll20 wizard. Can I draw cones on Roll20?
No, unless you have like an image on the stockpile. Not stockpile, stock images.
Just do
Sometimes
3 lines
cones.
going forward and then out, and it will look like a cone.
Not like the cone. I don't even know where that went.
Oh, it's right in the middle of the ship.
Oh yeah, there it is, it's come out.
You need to select your mouse.
Oh, I know. I'm on it. Still learning.
That's alright.
So, you said that would go...
Jesus, it's
Fucking hell.
Good Lord Almighty, it's going to hit everything.
You're taking the piss, aren't you?
Good Lord. Yeah, that's going to hit Hedam and everyone in between.
I'd
Jesus.
say that's going to get everyone, including the 2
Yeah.
Wyverns as well, which is what I wanted to double check. Which it is. Verdigal just literally opens his mouth and I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw. God, that took a while to get to there.
I don't know, do I?
Oh no,
Gets
that's bad.
advantage and rolls a natural
I get
20.
advantage. I get advantage as well because of my armor.
Natural
I
20
get advantage.
for
Ooh,
28.
Nice.
Why am I using them on friggin' this stuff and not eating them?
You might have liked that you got this on here. this might hurt.
Yeah, but I could have had like a 19 or something.
Okay, so I'm going to have to make a note of this very quickly. So, Bothrid saved. Dargon
Saved.
what did you roll?
Natural 20 for
save.
28.
Ander
I don't
did
need
not
to,
get
do
hit. Kirik
14.
14.
Ooh, that's right on the line.
Kirik. So then I need Carstan. Bothrid's already saved. Gore. Rowan. And W8 and WB. Cool. A few more to do. Let's just roll that for now. Wow, that was a lot of dice. On save. Saves. Cast on save. Gore.
When you say that is a lot of dice, do you mean for the damage, for the
Gore.
poison breath?
Yeah.
You'll
Is it
find
like-
out in a minute, I guess.
Is it going to be something like 5d10 or something ridiculous?
Brallan failed. And then it's
probably worse than that.
Yeah, probably worse than that. That sounds like that just sounds like a normal like level 4 necrotic spell or something that does.
15,
Actually, Toll the Dead is 5d10, isn't it?
B.
No,
B rolls a natural
8.
20.
A third level
So,
inflict
for
wounds is
everybody
5d10,
that
I think.
failed.
Which is
Brace yourselves.
So Gore, Brallan, and Wyvern A and Kirik. Just double checking.
Nice.
Yep. You all take 45 points poison damage. Everybody else will take 23 points of poison damage. So Bothrid's going to take 23 points of poison damage and is resistant to it. So that will be 12.
12 points of damage on that breath weapon.
Say again.
Just a point of note, the reason I didn't have disadvantage on my attack roll is because my creature wasn't in the line of sight because he was in the fog, even though I'm frightened of him. Just in case everyone was thinking I was cheating.
No, that's fine.
What does that put you on,
I'd have
Danny?
told you about that anyway.
Danny, what you
I'm
on?
right. I didn't have to
you're
make a
alright.
save.
Yeah, you're fine. Sorry, yeah.
40, fucking hell.
56 to gore.
Kyric's half dead already.
45.
What? 45. Oh, yeah, 45. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. 45 damage to gore. 45 damage to Bralin. 45 damage to Wyvern A.
Oh, please tell me Wyvern A buggering off soon.
Careens.
He's got to be nearly dead, isn't he?
Side of the ship.
Oh, yes.
Poisoned and dead.
Great, an entire round with a Wyvern in front of me and I didn't do fuck all to it. I just watched it die in front of me.
Whilst also getting spat on with poison.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that should then be everyone. So, cool. That is the dragon's turn. It is then Charlie's turn. Charlie is controlling the ship. So Charlie's action is just to keep the ship on the straight and fucking narrow. So you guys can potentially kill this thing. Dargon, over to you.
Bollocks, I was hoping to kill that one. Okay, so I will run down next to Bothrid to the Wyvern while pulling out my scimitar.
10, 15, 20, 25, we'll put you there.
I assume I can reach the Wyvern.
Yeah, so it's within melee range.
Cool, so I've got shield and sword
Just have
out.
to sort of lean.
Yeah. And I will cast Booming Blade and attack with the scimitar.
Okay.
So that is 29 to hit.
Jesus.
29 will hit.
Oh, the natural 18. That was epic. For all of... Oh, no, hang on. 9 slashing damage. And then, when I can find my other dice... 6 points of thunder damage.
6 points of thunder damage as you strike in to the Wyvern with the scimitar, and as you strike in, there's just this...
And I will then...
and you see this sort of reverberations around the Wyvern.
And then attack again.
Okay.
22 to hit.
22 will still hit.
10 points of slashing damage this time.
10 points of slashing damage that time. And I should have said, with the previous hit, as you open up a huge rent across the sort of, actually almost the shoulder joint, if you like, this creature starts to bleed quite profusely and is bloodied.
I will then... action surge.
Okay.
And turn into a hybrid werebear.
Now we're talking.
Nice. So I do believe that takes your size up.
And I will effectively therefore take off my armour but leave my shield on.
Am I right in saying that gives you a size boost?
Increase. Yep.
Yep.
So
you are
I'm
now
trying. There it is.
similar size to the wyvern.
Nice. Okay. And that's a whole action, so I don't think I can do anything else.
Cool. And as you just sort of... You just hear a, what the fuck? Because Gore just sort of turns around to look and now sees this. Are you turning into full werebear form? You said hybrid, didn't you?
Hybrid. Yeah.
Hybrid. So your armor just sort of stretches using those new... using the new clasps and fittings that you had made. And now forms around your hybrid werebear form. You still holding scimitar in one hand, flaming but doing no fire damage. And yeah, and Bothrid just sort of looks. Okay. And then it is Feltag's go.
Someone rolled lower than me.
Who can't do a lot because he's all the way over here. So Feltag is going to go 5, jump down, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I think that is Feltag's movement. Yes, 30 feet. So it's going to stand there and is just going to take out this huge great sword he has two-handed and just points it towards the wyvern now. And with that, that is the end of round 1. On to round 2. Geo is still just sort of at the top at this minute. She sort of pokes her head up to see where the dragon is, realises it's still not distracted enough at the minute, and sort of sits and plans what she's going to do. Hedam is going to now step past Gore, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there for Hedam. And is going to cast a 4th level chromatic orb.
Oh yeah.
Let me just double check here. 4th level chromatic orb. So he's going to cast that. So you just see the orb on the top of his staff just glows, and then it almost looks like it detaches, but the orb is still there, and this other orb just shoots towards the green dragon. Unnatural 20.
Oh.
Which will hit. And I've lost character sheet again.
Like we did there, Dave.
Oh, they go.
And yeah, so that orb just crackles as it shoots through, strikes Verdigal almost directly in the face, dealing 6d8 lightning damage.
Fucking hell!
34 lightning damage to Verdigal.
So half.
That's the first damage, isn't it?
It's the first time we
No,
just took.
6d8, not 68. 6d8.
Oh, I had 68. I was like, woo!
Yeah, no, sorry, that's my bad accent there.
No, to be fair, it always sounds like
so
that when
will-
when it's 6.
That will be Hedam's go. Bothrid, now having seen his friend turn into this hybrid werebear form, is just going to lift the vicious great club, swing it down towards the wyvern. So 2 attacks. That's once. 22 to hit. Second one, he's going to miss. So deals all of 6 damage with the Vicious Great Club. But just clubs the wyvern across the sort of side of the face as he brings it down and brings it sort of down and across. You can just see the wyvern's head just sort of go. So that will be Bothrid. Wyvern A is dead. Bralin stood where he is in the middle. Is now definitely within range of what he wanted to do before. So he is immediately going to pick up or pull out the let me just make sure. He's going to pull out the trident, is going to point at the dragon, and is just going to shout, "Begone, beast!" And just to make sure, let's get the dragon to make a charisma saving throw, shall we?
Whoa! Probably still going to get like 26 or something.
Pray. Yeah, got a 23.
There we go.
So you see this. It's almost like a jet of water that shoots out of the trident, but Verdigal just sort of dips his nose down, or dips its nose down, as this energy splatters against it and just does nothing. And Bralin's just burnt a 4th level spell.
Oh no!
Yep.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Gore is going to, in his rage, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just gets him within range of this creature. And so that will be an immediate 1d6 lightning damage to the wyvern. 3 points of lightning damage. Just lightning crackles off the aura around him, and then he is going to take his great axe and do what he does. Strike twice. First, when the dice settles, for an 11 to miss. Second swipe, a natural 20.
Oh yes!
Boom,
Do some
bitches.
damage!
That is 14 points of slashing damage as you see Gore in his rage just misses and then comes back. Sink. 14 points of damage. You see it almost looks like part of the chin of this creature just is gone. There's still just sort of half of this chin still hanging. The wyvern not looking great at all. And the wyvern at this point has its turn. It is going to look down towards the 3 creatures in front of it and just goes for the first one, which unfortunately the middle one is going to be Bothrid. So it's going to bite towards Bothrid, which I'm going to say is at disadvantage because it's missing half its jaw. Rolled 2 15s, so didn't make a fucking difference anyway. And is going to hit because that is a +7 to hit.
Reaction?
So both. You can use your reaction if you want, but it depends on what your reaction is, because if you're imposing disadvantage, I've already rolled at disadvantage.
That's a good point. Let's find out what it does. I can't remember. It was... Yeah, I changed it, didn't I? So I changed it to be... Why can't I find it? Interception. No, it's interception, so it reduces the damage. So he hits. And I will reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 4 because it's my shield.
Okay, so the damage is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So
Roll
with
10.
with 12. 8 plus 4.
Yeah, Bothrid takes no damage as you see the wyvern coming into bite, and you lift your shield up and just catch it in the jaw and then just sort of throw it off. And Bothrid sort of looks, nods, as then the tail whips around towards you, Dargon. And that will be a 14 to hit.
Which meets my armor class. Because I ain't wearing armor. However,
Okay.
Is it a magical attack?
No.
I'm immune to anything piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning from non-magical attacks.
Wow.
So you don't take the piercing damage.
Sorry,
However,
motherfucker.
Do I still take? Can I still take?
It's a different type of damage, so I suppose. Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah.
7. So you don't take the piercing damage, but you then just feel this pulse as it sort of catches in your fur. And shit, I should have rolled this somewhere else. 10, 15, 20. You take 25 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
And in fact, now make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Constitution saving throw, which I now use the the werebear stats.
Yep, the hybrid form stats.
Yeah. Just to clarify this, because we were talking about before that this is what you guys are talking about with your encounters on animals. It's a +4 con on the sheet for that. I have a +4 Constitution, but my saving throw is +8 as a normal Goliath. Am I still going with +4 because that's what it says?
You
as
go with +4 unless it says otherwise.
That's fine. I just wanted to know. That's the first time I've done this lot. So that is a Constitution saving throw, 12.
12. So you take 25 points of poison damage.
Cock.
25
You're
poison
fine.
damage. Fuck
I'm
you, man.
fine. I'm fine. 76. I'm on there. It's fine.
At this point,
So you're now on my
having
level of HP.
heard
Yeah.
the ruckus above, is finally going to join the fray. So he comes
What's he
running
doing
out
over
from
there?
below. I didn't. Well, that's just where I had to put him because I don't have
Just
another one
floating.
that's below deck, do I? So 5'10", sees what's going on, sees the wyvern to his left. It's going to go 15, 20. Movered is then immediately, bow in hand, going to fire twice at this wyvern. The first one for a 26 to hit, and the second one for a 17 to hit. Both of those will hit.
Nice.
So that's 5 points of damage. Rolled shit on the damage, so that's 10 points of damage as this bow, he almost literally draws 2 arrows at the same time, Legolas style, just fires them both into Wyvern B. 10 points of damage. They both stick into the neck as it rears back up after having just bit down at Bothrid, and it just sort of snarls and spits. Still up, but now there is blood pouring from neck wounds, arrows in necks, part of its chin missing. It is not in good shape. Ander.
Do I have to do any save to not be frightened anymore? Or am I just frightened?
Yes,
So it's
sorry, the
dead.
end of every one of your goes. So roll me 2. In fact, no, roll me 1 now. Just roll me a wisdom saving throw.
15.
15 will not. So you're still frightened of the dragon.
So I can't move closer to it, but every fucker's in my way for this wyvern. Hang about. So I will move to basically the steps at the bottom. But I'll have to hop onto them because I can't go closer to the dragon. Can I?
15,
I
I'll
can't-
say you
yeah,
managed to hop onto the steps.
Yeah. And then I will. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I will. No, it'll be done by then. I will pull out my bow.
You
So that's going to take a bonus
and
action.
Yeah. That is fine, and I will obviously fire my arrow at it and hope for the best.
So you sheathe the dagger, sheathe the Dragon Slayer rapier, pull out the oath bow, draw back.
18 to hit.
are you doing? Ooh, 18 to hit into the wyvern will hit.
With fucking what shit roll. 6 piercing damage, but then I get my sneak attack because it's engaged with the ball, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. So 6 points of damage as another arrow joins almost directly next to the 2 that Move had just fired.
Addition then.
What'd you say?
An additional 10.
Ooh.
An additional 10. As that arrow fires in and sort of in between the 2 arrows that Move would fire, you just see it sink in further. The neck just sort of goes limp to the side, the wings droop, and the wyvern falls away
Nice. Good shot, Danny.
And I get another wisdom saving.
dead. Anything else you wish to do on your turn, sir?
Gloat, probably.
I get another wisdom saving throw, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
You do now, yeah.
Fingers crossed. 18.
18 will save. You are no longer frightened of the dragon, and in fact, you are now immune from this effect for the next 24 hours.
Ho, ho, ho. Badass mother trucker here.
Cool. So, Karstan at this point loads in another bolt, pulls it back. He's reloaded and ready to go. Kirik, your turn.
Boy. Seeing that the 2 wyverns have gone, and I'm not sure what the dragon's going to do, it's not very much point. First thing, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon northwest 20 feet. Should get just in range.
15, 20, will.
Will attack.
Okay.
No, 13 to hit.
13 will not hit. Just sort of your spiritual weapon just glances off the scales of the dragon's armor.
Cool. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15 feet up north. Sod it. And I'm going to kind of reach my hand towards the dragon. I'm going to whisper half-life in Orcish, and I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on him.
Nice.
Rolled it now, but it doesn't matter. It's a natural 20, 29 to hit. So it just hits.
Double that damage.
Doesn't do damage. It's a control spell.
Okay.
I'm concentrating on it. For the next minute, the target deals half damage with weapon attacks that use strength.
Okay.
And at the end of each turn, it can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. But yeah, for this next turn, if it does attacks with strength, it's half damage.
Okay. It's then going to use a legendary action. In fact, no, it's not, because there's not much point in it choosing to use a legendary action. It's not within range to use anything. So instead, its turn. It is going to... I need everyone except Ander to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. In fact, no, I don't, because you're all saved. You're all immune. Yep. Ignore that.
Fair enough.
So it roars and just sort of,
I will have my vengeance.
and is going to sort of hover a bit, but is going to fly in closer. So 5, 10, 15. And is now just sort of hovered. It's You can imagine the wings spread out now underneath the balloon, its face now in around Kirik, Hedam, and Karstan, and it is going to make a bite attack at Kirik. So that will be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that is... Let's do this the easy way. That is 25 points of piercing damage.
Did I use strength?
Yes.
So that's half damage.
Half damage. So that will be 10 points.
10?
10 points
I
of
need to do
piercing
a
damage,
constitution.
and
I need
then
to do a
you will take
concentration
an
check.
additional...
I failed the concentration check.
Okay,
So,
you then
no
take
longer.
an additional 6 points of poison damage.
Sure.
Additional 6 points of poison damage. It is then going to make one claw attack towards Karstan.
He's a big boy, he can
which
take it.
is 22 to hit. I'm not sure he can take that. So that's going to hit. And that will then be... Where are we? Claw. So that's 13 points of slashing damage at Karstan. And then... yeah, because you are the only other one in melee range there. It's going to make another attack towards you, Kirik. That's going to be another claw attack. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. So this time you catch the claws on your shield, and you can hear the screech of claws on metal as there are now scratches on the front.
I'm going to use my reaction to use my shields of Raven Presence. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
A wisdom saving throw. So that will be 14 plus 7, 21.
Makes it.
Bastard.
It still takes damage though. It's just not right, okay. That's 7 points of necrotic damage.
7 points necrotic damage. As again, you see that sort of energy lift and draw off the shield towards the dragon. The scales sort of go light green, white, and then fade back as the snout goes back to normal. Charlie is still manning the ship. She's going to stay where she is and just keep it level. Dargon. In your hybrid form.
Not that I plan to do it on this time, but did you decide whether I can only do spells as a normal Goliath? I'm not planning to do it. I just wanted to ask the question just in advance, sort of thing.
I hadn't made that decision, because I'll be honest and say I totally forgot.
That's fine.
Yeah, let me.
You crack on with
I'll
that.
quickly reset
I
that
am
one.
going to... I assume, that the dragon is actually in sort of a, if I got near it, hittable range.
Say again?
Is the dragon in melee range if I move up?
Oh yeah, it's still, you can still hit it. It itself is just hovering just sort of above the railing, so it's not actually got to physically land.
Smashing.
Because if it physically lands, this whole fucking ship's going...
If I can get next to Kirik and still be able to hit, then that's where I prefer to be. Otherwise, I will go anywhere else. Push anyone else out of the way.
Say again, so you're going where?
South of Kirik, if I can. That means I can still
There.
hit it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely.
So you do sort of just squeeze in around people.
Excuse me, pardon me. And I shall do the same. Booming blade with the scimitar, because that's the one I've got out. So just that's that one. So I need to roll one of them. That is 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
So that is 11 points of slashing damage, 6 points of thunder.
So
17
points
total.
of slashing damage. And 6 points of thunder.
Yep.
Cool.
And then again,
as you cut at the snout of Verdigal, and then there's just this.
So then 13 to hit.
13 will not hit. This time
Okay.
Verdigal just sort of shrinks back out the way.
That's my go.
Okay, and having just very quickly looked in hybrid form, I'm gonna have to keep looking at it.
Keep looking. I'm not going to do it this.
Technically,
this
there
one.
is a homebrewed class called Lycanthrope, and they can cast spells. But I just need to figure out whether they can cast spells in hybrid form.
That's fine. Keep going while I hit it with a sword.
That's fine. I don't think they can in hybrid form. I think it's only when they're in human form. But fine. So that is your go. Feltag, then, having run up to at least get within range of the Wyvern, has now got to try and run even further. And it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to use dash. So 35, 40. Realizes he can't really get close to this thing, except to Feltag's going to be an idiot. 45, 50, 55. He's going to have to make an acrobatics check or a dexterity saving throw, I think we'll call that one, just to try and stay hanging on to the edge of the ship. Fucks that. Feltag falls and instantly drops 500 feet.
500 feet?
Yep.
Well, surely he only
Why
falls
only
on the first
500?
round.
Say again? There was a lot of questions there.
Does he fall the movement of a round, or does he fall like the whole 500 feet in one go?
He falls the full 500 feet, or he is. Sorry, for the sake of this, he is now falling on his next turn.
Okay.
Because he is falling, he's going to fall 500 feet unless somebody rescues him. Cool. And if anybody does want to double check that rule, Xanathar died
Just reading now.
falling.
Yep, you're right.
Cool. So Feltag was going to run around and was going to try and hit. Is now just about to fall. As we go over to Geo, who at this point, having seen that the majority of the party is now preoccupied with said dragon and keeping said dragon preoccupied, she is going to use her movement to slide down the rope and land there.
Thanks for coming.
Nope, and I'm not playing around with the map too much. So I think if you move the map now, Dave, we should be able to get everybody in. There we go. Cool. So Gio's going to go there. Hedam. He's got a lot to think about because there's a lot of people in front of him. What's Hedam got? What's Hedam got? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there, just sort of skirts around the edge of the group just so he can get a bit of a better aim towards the dragon, and is then going to cast a 3rd level. It's going to cast a 4th level lightning bolt.
Nice.
Which is going to be angled in such a way that it will sort of catch the dragon, but not necessarily fell tag. 5 feet wide blasts out. I actually think it's probably going to catch Karstan and fell tag, to be totally honest. Fell tag looks as if he's falling anyway. Hedam putting the greater good ahead of everything else. Is going to cast lightning bolt. So I need a dex save from you. Fails. I need a dex save from Feltag, which is going to be at disadvantage because he's falling. Fails. And then I need a dex save from Verdigal. So that is a 15 to save, which meets the save. So Verdigal's going to take half damage. The other two are going to take full. 42 points of damage. As Karstan catches it and is out, unfortunately. So Karstan falls down onto the deck, singed. The whole side of his body is just out. Feltag is also going to take 42 points of damage, and is also out, but was falling anyway. And then
there's no coming back from that, lads.
21 points of damage to Verdigal. And Hedam looks at the damage he's wrought around him, sort of looks at his hands, looks at his staff.
We must kill this creature now.
And then it is Bothrid, who can't do a lot with the lack of space to get towards Verdigal. So Bothrid is instead going to run up to where he dropped the staff. 5, 10, 15, 20, which is about there. Picks up the staff with a bonus action, and then is going to cast what does that do? Because it's in winter form. He's gonna cast Sleet Storm.
Nice.
But is going to cast it just out beyond. It's going to be a 40-foot cylinder, 40-foot radius. And I can't for the life of me understand why this is not letting me choose my shape today. It usually does. So again,
I think it's like Feldtag's fucked, isn't he?
Yeah.
So 40-foot radius. So from there.
Of the one time that I could actually cast levitate,
20,
I can't cast
30.
levitate because I'm a hybrid
40.
werebear.
Yeah. No, the WD-40 is going to fix that fucker now.
Nope.
So that extends out to beyond there. I'm not going to worry about it too much. That is now Sleet Storm. And is going to use charges. As Sleet just begins to batter now down onto Verdigal. And Verdigal needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Are we still flying forward?
You
Are
are
we just
still
hovering?
flying forward.
So are we going to fly into that in a minute?
9. I'm kind of saying because this is 6 seconds, you're not moving very much.
Right, okay.
So over time, yes, you would eventually pass into it, but for the sake of a flying encounter, let's not worry about the physics too much. Verdigal fails that save, but is going to use one of his legendary resistances to succeed.
Oh.
Bugger. I was hoping he wouldn't have them.
How many of them is it got,
So
Matt?
does not fall prone.
Because
and
that's
that
really
will
fucked my
be-
plan.
That will be
Use them up.
Bothrid's go.
Use them up.
Bralin now, who is just in the middle here, sees his sort of comrade, sees that Feldtag looks like he's beginning to fall. What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? He again is just... I've said it once, I'll say it again, begone, beast! And is going to attempt to cast Banishment again, but this time at 5th level. So that's a Charisma saving throw from Verdigal. Ooh. That is a 16, which meets the save.
Fucking hell.
Damn it.
Close.
So, indeed. So that will be a save on that one. And then we are over to Gore, who is not happy his mates have just fallen. Gore is going to go... Oh, stop drawing shit, you moron. Can you tell I'm inexperienced with roll 20? 5,
Nope.
10,
We'll get there.
15, 20. He's going to
That's
go to there.
Caster.
Spark of lightning. He's going to head towards the dragon at least. Another 6 worth of damage. So that'll be 3 points of lightning damage against Verdigal. And then Gore is going to quickly sheath his great axe as a bonus action. He's going to pull out. In fact, I don't think he can. No. So, as his action, he's just going to pull out a javelin. And he's using his action to swap weapons as he's used his bonus action to use that little bit of lightning. Cool. So that'll be Gore. And we are then over to Moovud, who at this point is struggling to see said... No, he's not. This dragon's fucking massive. He's going to move forward a little bit. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, just so he can see around the hulking werebear, but is then going to lean out and fire twice towards the dragon.
I'd say we're
with the vicious
stupid for
longbow.
clumping up, but on this boat, that breath weapon can hit us anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter.
12 and misses with the first, but rolls a natural 20 with the second.
Oh, booyah!
Which means, because it's the vicious weapon, we will get the critical hit of. Really?
Not a lot, but
7.
Like that.
7.
Wow.
7 damage. But because it's a vicious longbow, it is an extra 7 damage on top, so that will be 14 points of piercing damage as the second arrow. The first arrow fires in, catches the sleet storm and just sort of arcs off. The second arrow fires true and just sort of catches Verdigal just underneath the sort of chin spur area here where there is a horn coming off. So 14 points of damage. 14 points of damage. And that will be Mover's go. Ander.
Kill
Is he
him.
looking ropey? Or is he still looking badass?
Probably like he's had fuck all done to him. To be
Not
honest.
said he's bloodied.
Because I want to try something stupid.
Make him your enemy.
Okay.
I kind of want to do that, but I also want to do something really stupid.
Try
Do
something
it.
stupid.
Do it.
I'm going to move within 30 feet of it, and then it should be within my 30-foot range. So I'll probably be, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Right behind Move It, I think.
Next to move it. And they should be within 30 feet. Do you make him within 30 feet? I can definitely see him because he's fucking Godzilla.
To answer your question.
Yep. I will cast Suggestion. So it's a Wisdom 14 saving throw, please.
Rolls exactly 14.
Oh no!
Waste of fucking time.
Dragons, man. Bonus action?
Yeah. I'll go back to where I was so I'm not in any cone of effect radius. With my cock between my legs, deflated. I'll have to tell you what I was planning to do on Malt Magic and more. So it would have been cool. Remind me to
You
tell
run
you.
back up to the stairs.
It was a fucking waste of time. I'm really deflated. It was going to be cool.
Carstan is going to make his first death saving throw. And rolls a natural 20.
Oh! Yes! Stabilize, motherfucker!
Double
That
success.
is
No, it's an automatic.
big.
It's automatic. Natural 20 is the only.
I think he comes.
Double success, isn't it?
Check.
I will go.
I should check.
Rules is written, I think he
Everybody
comes-
immediately scrabbles to the rules.
I think he comes
Automatic
back with 1 hit point.
stabilization.
I think he comes back with 1 hit point.
Yeah, you regain 1 hit point. The stable
Yeah,
creature
you're up to
doesn't
1 hit
make
point.
any death saving throws after that.
Nice. Thank you.
It remains unconscious.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yes. It does say that.
Oh.
Hardy motherfucker, he is.
I'm still gutted.
Did you enjoy your run forwards on the boat and back again?
Yeah, it was, I literally did like a little cricket run.
Yeah, you did. Back to the stomps.
So 1 hit point. Did we say it was 1 hit point?
Yeah.
Yeah, regain 1 hit point.
But remains unconscious.
Yep. So, he is currently unconscious.
So the next
That'll be
attack
Carstan's go.
that the dragon makes, he's down again.
Probably. Kirik.
Okay, can I make my way around the dragon to where Feltag is? Or where Feltag fell?
I will allow you to sort of 5,
Is it difficult terrain?
10, yeah, 15. So that's to get to here is going to be 30 feet of movement because there is a dragon in the way, sort of thing. It's going to be difficult to squeeze past all the people plus the kit. Or you can move your spiritual weapon and sort of occupy that space.
No, where you were pointing me, that works. So is Feltag next to me if I'm there, or is he down?
Feltag is was balancing himself on the railing, and now you can see that the front of his armor and his natural sort of metallic form is partly blasted away from the lightning bolt that Hedem has cast, and his limp. His sword looks like it's about to fall anyway. He himself, slow motion, just sort of off the side of the ship.
Oh. That being the case, I am going to... He's unconscious, isn't he?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to kind of put my hand on him, and you see, like, I'll reach out to him, and you see that the cape of the mountebank kind of reaches towards my arm, and I'm going to cast Dimension Door to the back of the ship.
Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah!
So you and Feltag just bam. Have to move him up there. So you just bamf back there.
Yeah, I'll
Feltag
drop him there.
And his body just to the back of the ship.
As a bonus action, I'll kind of place my hand on his forehead and I'll cast Spare the Dying. So he's stabilized.
Stabilized. No hit points there,
Yeah, 0 hit points, but unconscious, just.
0 hit
What would we do without
unconscious.
Kirik?
Cool.
Well, no one
So
get hit now
that's-
because I can't stop it. No one get critical.
And with that, it is the dragon's go.
Oh, well done for jinxing it.
Well, I knew that was that.
So
but
it's
I need to get
immediately
Feltag out
seeing
of
this
it.
hybrid werebear now in front of it,
Clever tricks, but not enough for me.
and is just going to reach forward and go to bite you.
Dragons probably eat bears, don't they?
We're probably about to find out.
That is a natural 20.
Bollocks!
You taking a piss?
No.
Magical
So that is gonna
attack?
be 1, 2.
Oh,
It's not considered. Is it considered magical? Because dragons themselves are.
They are magical, but I may have researched this
don't-
before, and I don't. It didn't say
it
they
would.
Yeah,
on
I don't
on
think
the
the attacks
monster,
because it's a natural
Yeah.
weapon.
are. Yeah.
on the stat block, it would say
So-
it counts as magical for purposes of resistance.
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever
it
is.
doesn't. So this will be 4d10 plus 6 piercing damage. So that will be
No, but what-
21. That'll be 27 points of piercing damage, which
Yeah.
you can halve, I believe.
I'm immune.
Totally immune.
Damage immunities, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered.
That's fine. So as the bite comes in,
Fucking hell.
That's why I
you
turn.
feel the fangs come in, and you feel the surge of poison again. You are going to take 14 points of poison damage.
Cool.
But as the fangs withdraw, the wounds instantly just heal up.
Nice.
That's
Wolverine
cool.
No
stuff.
damage
Fuck.
whatsoever. It is then going to look down towards Karstan's unconscious body. And because he's unconscious, this is going to be with advantage. That will be a claw attack. I'm going to do this the easy way. Natural 20 again. I mean, I can fucking show you if you really want.
He's down again, 0 hit points.
So he will be down. It's just depending how much damage this now does.
It could outright kill him. Oh dear.
I don't think so. So that will be 12 plus 6 is 18 points of damage. So
Interception.
No, Karstan is just down. It doesn't matter. Karstan's down, so you could reduce the damage, but he's going to be down anyway.
Yeah.
He's got 1 hit point.
Yes, because of course I couldn't do that. I couldn't. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
So Karstan is down, and then
if it was going to kill him outright.
It looked cool that you tried to save him anyway.
And he's then going to make another claw attack now on Karstan, having noticed that the natural weapons aren't doing any damage to the werebear. He's just going to automatically crit, potentially.
I will definitely intercept on this one.
Again, I don't think it's going to make a difference.
It doesn't matter. If it hits, it's just 2 death saves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
So
yeah,
that is...
yeah. But if I can roll it down to 0, if it's unlikely.
I believe it's just if it hits. If it hits, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it hits, it's 2 death saves gone. So that is a 23 to hit. 23 to hit.
I was just curious. I was just curious if I can roll it down to 0, then he doesn't hit. I didn't know whether that would be the case or not. I don't know.
Because he still hits, you just reduce the damage.
Cool.
But because Karstan is unconscious, he is like battling with that will to stay alive.
Yeah.
It's less about the damage taken now, except for if they take the amount of HP they would have had.
Yeah. It was purely my question of whether it was 0 damage.
As I say, it's less about the damage.
That's fine.
Apart from insta-death.
Yeah.
So you could have prevented insta-death, potentially. But it doesn't really matter at this point.
That's fine. Just thought I'd ask.
Insta-death sounds like when you accidentally upload a dick pic to Instagram.
I think that probably is.
So it would have been 11 points of damage.
So technically I could reduce that to 0 points of damage. Technically, potentially.
But it's still going to count.
That's fine. If he's not going to do anything, I'm not going to do it.
Curic's making a check. I was...
No. Go ahead. I was checking something else.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So that's its 3 attacks. Everybody's immune to frightful presence, so it doesn't matter. Charlie is still maintaining the ship. Dargon, now it's your go, mate.
Now it's my go. Cool. Yes. Yeah. In fact, actually, I'm stuck with what I'm going to do. Booming blade again. So we shall roll that for.
Bear with me just.
Can you do booming blade?
What, booming blade again?
Spells.
Oh, very good point. Sorry. Yes, you're right. Oh, that's a very good question. I'd forgotten that I was doing that.
Not that I want to sabotage the party. I'm doing a Kirik here, I'm being too honest.
Just to let you guys know as well, it used another legendary resistance to succeed on the saving throw against Sleet Storm there. I forgot to tell you about that one.
Cool. Sorry, yeah.
How many
So it's down 2 legendary resistances.
How many is there left?
Ooh, don't know.
He's fucking...
Yeah, sorry. Danny's just made a very good point. I assume I can't do Booming Blade then.
Not in
no,
hybrid form.
I can't. Okay, there we go. That's fine. So that will be a 23 to hit.
A 23 will hit.
Thank God.
And we're on that topic. Anybody that's watching that knows the lycanthropy rules for spellcasting, let me know.
Yeah, somebody Google it for us, please.
That is 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points of slashing damage.
And then I
the
presume that a
engines are
14
available.
doesn't hit.
14 doesn't hit, however, with that first one. And you're attacking with the scimitar?
Yes.
Yeah. So as you do bring the scimitar across this time and cut, the first hints of blood begin to now seep from Verdigal.
Bloody hell.
Anything else?
Oh, I haven't used a bonus action. Can I drag Karstan? Oh, fucking attack of opportunity.
You
Bollocks.
can't anyway, that would take an action.
I full on action. Fine. That's fine. I
Cool.
shall do fuck all. Yeah.
Verdigal at this point, well, I just die silently, or not less than silently, sorry, is going to use a legendary action. And now that blood has been drawn, is just going to bring its wings back and so everybody within 10 feet, which will be...
Sorry, can I do
Head,
can I do a bonus action? Sorry, because I was reeling over that one.
You can do a bonus action, yeah.
Just second wind, just to recover. So you crack on, and I'll just
Go
do
for
the
it.
points. So that will be
So, Karstan, Hedam, Dargon, I think... Gore, let's just double check.
Should be.
Gore's within 10 feet. So, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. Karstan's immediately going to fail because he's down.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
7 for me.
Dargon fails. Hedam fails. So then just Gore, dexterity saving throw. All of you fail.
Bollocks.
So, with that, you're all knocked prone, and you'll take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
I assume I don't.
You don't take the bludgeoning
According-
damage, but you'll
But
still
I'm
be
still
knocked
not prone.
prone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Still knocked prone.
According to a
So
D&D
14
subreddit,
points.
Go on.
werebears in hybrid form, if they can talk, they can't talk in full animal form, but in hybrid form they can talk, wield weapons, and because most spells use a verbal element, they think you can use spells.
Verbal and
I'll
somatic.
take
I
that.
suppose.
That was the. I was literally just trying to find a reason to let them cast spells because I don't see any reason why not personally. But I didn't want to say it just in case
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
a rule somewhere.
Because in hybrid form, you've got your,
So
I
I can
suppose,
still
your
I can still
ability-
speak. I can speak common and stuff. Yeah.
your human ability, your Goliath abilities, yeah.
Goliath
Your
abilities,
humanoid
Goliath
abilities,
knowledge.
should we say.
Yeah. If they need materials, I can have materials in the bag with me usually. Anyway.
prone. Gore is now
So-
prone.
They can blade the shit out of it.
Dargon, you are prone, and Karstan, as that wind buffets into him, that is going to be the final death save, and Karstan is dead.
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 I assume therefore we can't retcon to a bonus action of healing light. I will happily leave it as is.
You've already used your bonus action to heal yourself.
Only because I knew that I couldn't use magic. So I wasn't saying anything about magic. I'm fine for that to be absolutely stay as normal. Leave it as is.
Roll me the healing that he would have got.
Okay. Eight.
Okay, I will allow it. He is, however, back unconscious, back having to do death saving throws.
Sweet, you're a legend.
Should have done
I
rock,
will
paper,
take.
scissors,
Sorry. I will take off the 10 points that I put on.
That's fine.
So yeah, so that means I'm back down there, and I will take off my second wind because I haven't used it.
Okay, we're bringing out all the rule checks tonight.
We are. God, this is hard.
Thank you for the internet.
So, Feltag can do fuck all. And then Verdigal is going to use another legendary action. And he's going to make a tail attack and slam down on Carstan.
Bollocks.
So,
You're determined to kill him, aren't you? Matt's like, I've got too many
just
character sheets.
trying
let's
to
give it
keep
one.
it so that
Yeah.
we're doing retcons, but
Yeah.
it doesn't change things too much. So that will be a 12 plus 11, 23 is going to hit. So that is 2 failures for Carstan. Cool.
Shit.
And think. Cool. Back to the top of the round. Geo at this point, from where she is finally going to join the fight. And is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. In fact, no, she's going to move 15. She's going to move to there. And she is going to try and cast Suggestion. So that will be a Wisdom saving throw from the dragon. Succeeds. That's Geo's go. Hedam now looking down on his fallen comrade. Ding, 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 ding. What is he going to do? Hedam now is going to step across to here, and with nobody else in front, is going to cast another 3rd level lightning bolt. Cast Dex save of 15. Roll the 15. So it'll be half damage. So that was 23. That'll be 12 points of damage to Verdigal. As lifts the staff again, the orb glows out. The dragon just sort of almost just shrugs it off. Bothrid is going to no, that's not going to work. You're all still prone. In fact, yep, Hedam was fine. He used half his movement speed to get up. Making sure I did that. What does Bothrid want to do? Bothrid can do bugger all. So Bothrid is going to do the one thing he knows what to do. He's going to use a bonus action to wild shape first. and is going to turn into a dire wolf. So he is also going to grow.
Oh boy.
And is then going to 5,
This is one
10,
big.
15,
The ship's just going to
20.
nosedive in a minute.
and
Captain
is
Swift's just
then
like-
going to use his action to bite. That will be... that's a 21 to hit. So that will be 2d6 plus 3. What was that? That was 6. That's 9 points of piercing damage on Verdigal. 9 points of piercing damage. Verdigal needs to make a strength saving throw. Succeeds, is not knocked prone. So that will be Bothrid's go. And Wyverne's dead. Bralin is going for it again. Just keeps trying it. Is going to lift the staff up. Cast banishment. I'd already. That's fine. So charisma saving throw from Verdigal. 14 on the dice. Yep. Saves. So Bralin is yet again frustrated. Gore is going to use his half his movement speed to stand, and is then going to use his he's just going to take out his javelin that he's got, and it is just going to launch it towards the dragon for an unnatural 20. So it'll hit. It does 9 points of damage as Gore, in his anger, just javelin flies, sticks into the front of Verdigal. There's a lot of blood now starting to pour from Verdigal, and with that, Verdigal's going to use a legendary action and is going to make another wing attack. So I need dexterity saving throws.
Is there any disadvantage on me because I'm prone still?
I think you're just gonna take. Does prone do anything to dex saving throws?
I have no idea.
I don't think it does.
Okay.
But I'm on it.
No.
Cool.
So, no. So
Yeah. No.
disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah, should be fine.
Not dexterity. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so you can still make it fine. Carstan is obviously going to instantly fail and takes the damage. Breath out. Dead. Headam. Dexterity saving throw. Rolls a 13. Headam's now prone and is going to take 2d6 plus 6. It's going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Gore. Prone. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Bothrid with his... He gets a +2 to dex, we'll see. Unnatural 20. Bothrid in direwolf form manages to withstand the blast of wind. Dargon.
Rolled an 18 plus 0, but I'm already prone and I don't take any damage.
So you don't take the bludgeoning damage, no, do you? So no, you stay prone.
Just stay prone.
That's fine. So then Movud is once again going to use the vicious longbow and just fire twice. First one's definitely going to hit. That's a 26 to hit. And the second one misses, so one arrow. Rolls a 1. Mover's great at hitting, but his damage is shite. So 4 damage to the dragon. As we then go to Ander.
Can I hit the dragon from here? As in, if I was to fire an arrow,
The range on your longbow is... yeah, so the creature, imagine it filling up a cube of that size, really.
Also, I'm prone, so you
So,
can see
yeah.
straight through me.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
everybody else is
That is
lying
true.
down. You can...
So I will. I've got my bow out. I'll say the words "swift death to my enemy" to make it my sworn enemy now. I've had enough of this shit. So I will hopefully hit it with an arrow. Oh, fuck! 11 to hit.
Oh,
misses.
swing and a miss.
Okay. As a bonus action now, I'll give magical inspiration to Kirik so he can add a d6 to his next spell attack if you want, or next spell.
What form does a magical inspiration take now that you have College of Eloquence training?
It'll be like a birdsong whistle because my tongue is, well, maneuverable as fuck now, which is
So-
very eloquently said.
So said which wife?
None of them. That's why they
Cool.
divorced me.
Yeah.
Karstan is dead.
Shit.
Kirik.
Oh boy.
So you can use the magical inspiration either as a healing or as a damage. You can add it to that.
I can use it as healing. That's interesting.
It's
Okay.
any ability check or saving throw, isn't it?
So
You
yeah,
can't
well,
add it
That's
to
just
the amount of
if a
points.
creature
Tasha's-
has bardic inspiration died from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, you can add the die to it.
Tasha thing.
Nice. College of Eloquence.
Change
Specific
that.
for magic.
Okay.
So you can use it as normal bardic inspiration for any ability checks as well, but
Didn't realise that.
Way too far away to do
Well, it
anything
says
to that dragon.
if a creature has bardic inspiration from you and casts a spell, so it's kind of, I take that to mean that they can use the bardic inspiration however they want, either an attack roll or saving throw or on the spell.
I'm too far away to command my spiritual weapon, I believe.
Okay.
But
Does that stay there?
Actually, that is a good point.
Does it follow you?
No, I need to
It's not
move
gonna
it.
follow.
I forgot that was up and running, that one.
It's bonus. It doesn't say anything. It just. Oh, it actually doesn't say the.
What's the range
Yeah,
of the
it lasts
spell?
for the duration. It lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. So actually, I could use it.
Oh, well, there you go, then it's just there.
Yeah, cool. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move down. So I'm going to move east until I'm downstairs.
You mean west?
Yes. I will not move east and jump off the ship.
Like 10,
Bye guys. See you
15,
later. I've had enough.
20.
Then make it 25 west and then 5 southwest.
I just had the idea of Kirik doing the Hawkeye off the building and just like jumping backwards.
Doesn't have a bow,
with
though,
that-
so it'd just be like...
With that, I will use my action to cast just behind Dargon. So behind Dargon and that other token, which I can't see the name of. I'm going to
This one?
cast Mass. Yeah. So in between those two. 1 down.
You've noticed now he's got to put Brallan in. His OCD's kicking in.
Yeah.
It is kicking in. Where are you going to cast?
I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Boom, which fills a what radius?
30-foot radius.
Foot radius.
Did me giving you magical inspiration make you consider that?
That is literally everyone in that sphere.
Oh!
So I'll definitely
everyone.
take myself. And then I can take 6. I can heal 6 creatures. So I'll heal the ones that look the worst, essentially.
25, 30. So it's going to miss
wow.
Ander.
Yeah,
I don't need healing.
but Ander's got full heal anyway. Yeah, so any creature that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, there's 7 of us, so only one of us won't take the healing, which will probably be Bralin.
Bearing in mind
hasn't taken any
Carstan's dead.
damage.
One,
Yeah,
2, 3,
well, I didn't.
4,
I didn't.
5, 6,
Yeah.
7. Yeah, so Bralin hasn't taken any damage.
So I'll take Bralin. out of
No,
the
sorry,
equation.
he has taken damage, but let me just look. Geo's the one that's not taken any damage.
Okay, so Geo doesn't take it, and then I guess Bothrid's doing okay. Bothrid's in
Bothrid's fine.
Druid
95 out of
Druid
107.
stuff. That's fine. So everyone else, including myself, is going to take 4, 5, 10, 11, 12 plus 5. That's 17. What's your bardic inspiration dice at the moment? 6.
A D6 at the minute, yeah.
17. 18 points of healing.
Ooh.
That was a great inspiration dice.
Oh, thank you.
18 points of healing, which is great because Gore was not looking good.
Yeah, I figured. 18 points of healing.
Actually, Mover didn't need to take that at all either, so not that it
Well,
mattered.
Takes it now.
Well, there's nothing else to take, so.
Oh, great.
Heal.
Some of us are doing great.
I'll
Back
give
up
it to
over half.
Bothrid instead.
If my calculations are correct.
And sure, why not? As a bonus action, I will attack with my spiritual weapon.
Cool.
Fucking hell, 15 to hit.
Not gonna happen.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm good there. That's my turn.
Cool. Verdigal is going to take a legendary action on that, which will be its final one of this round.
Of this round.
Of this round.
Legendary actions every bloody round.
Well, there's like a billion of us, so it's only fair.
And it is going to make a tail attack
Which side do you want?
against Bothrid. So that is going to be a 17 to hit. Bothrid in direwolf form will hit, and that is going to be 18 points of bludgeoning damage to Bothrid's direwolf form.
Thank God he's a bag of hit points, eh?
And then it will be Verdigal's turn. True. So now going to turn its head towards Bothrid and bite towards him. Natural 1.
Hey! Hang.
Tables have turned now. You're going down.
It is then going to make a tail attack towards Hedan.
Captain Swift's going to be pissed
And that misses.
at us.
That misses as well.
We're definitely
Was
not
that
paying her
11,
enough,
12,
are we?
13, 14.
We're not paying her, but...
Yeah. That misses. And that will be its turn, because I've classed the tail attack as 2 actions there. Or 2 attacks, sorry. Cool. Charlie, steering the ship. Dargon.
Right. You killed one of mine! And I will...
Say it
Back-
like a bear.
That was pretty close. I will back up far enough that I'm not at disadvantage for ranged attacks. If that's 5 feet or
You're
what.
going to take an attack of opportunity.
I am.
Oh!
And what ranged attacks?
So I intend on using
Throwy.
Are you going to dash?
am I going to dash? No, I just want to move out so that I can use guarding bolt without disadvantage. That's what I want to do.
Right, so where do you want to go?
Can I go sort of down towards Moved?
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all right now?
Attack of opportunity
Yeah.
with the claws
Yeah.
He'll miss though, because he'll roll
is
5.
going to hit. Doesn't do anything.
But I can use my reaction in my turn.
No,
No.
not like that.
Okay.
Well, depends. What are you wanting to do?
Use my shield with the rebuke. If he did attack me. If it has to be outside my turn, that's fine.
I think.
So can you use a reaction on an attack of opportunity then? Is that what we're saying?
Pulling out all the rule books.
So for example, if I can
I am
use
actually,
dodge on an opportunity attack, you could use rebuke.
That's what I was curious about. If I can't, it's fine. I will just carry on with what I intend to do anyway.
It's just because it's on your turn.
Let's do guiding bolt anyway. So roll 4. That is 21 to hit.
Bear with.
That's fine.
Because on my uncanny dodge, it just says when an attacker hits you with an attack. Which technically it is, isn't it?
Is
Regardless
your
of how
uncanny
it
dodge
came
a
about.
reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it.
But
I am
it's
going to
different.
follow that one up.
It's a little bit different, obviously, because mine is dodging it, isn't it? Rather than...
It's whether it's a reaction, so you couldn't. No, actually, still.
Immediately after a creature hits you with a
Use
melee
uncanny
attack, you
dodge,
can
innit?
use your reaction to deal 3d6 necrotic damage to that creature.
I'll go back to subreddit.
Got. Let's put them over there. So,
A reaction is an instant response to a trigger of some kind which can occur on your turn or on someone else's.
Yep, I've
PSP.
just found that exact same paragraph, which is exactly what I needed. Go for it. And then we will do your attack that hit with 21.
so that is 9 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
9 points of necrotic damage. As the shield itself, sort of the rune on front, just flashes a violent purple and then flames lick around the dragon.
Do that because Battle Bards is awesome. And
And then you're hit with a 21.
so that is then 5d6 because I'm doing it at level 2. And so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that is then 17 points of whatever the hell that is, radiant damage.
Radiant damage. So as you sort of, the shield glows and the flames turn and sort of dash a few steps backwards, and then just raise your sword hand as well, sword or scimitar still in hand, and just point it forward. And as you point your fist forward, this just ray of golden energy just towards the dragon and strikes it with this golden radiant light,
which then glows around it, I believe.
Yes. So
next attack with advantage. Is that what it is?
Next attack is advantage, yeah.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
Okay, so that is reaction. That is attack, because that was a spell. So then I will use my bonus action, Second Wind, which we retcon, so I will just use that now for less healing this time. So that is 13 points of healing.
Cool.
And that's me.
So you get 13 points of health. Verdigal now,
Yeah.
with its legendary actions reset, is going to take a legendary action and is going to make another wing attack. Dargon, for this, you are still within range.
Yeah.
Dex.
Dex.
So, dexterity saving throw. I think Gore is still bloody prone anyway.
13.
So 13 is going to fail. So you'll take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, or none, and be knocked prone. So Gore is going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and he's knocked prone. Hedam.
You've been prone quite a bit.
I have.
You're not taking the damage.
That's also why I
You're
didn't
taking
move.
damage
That's also
on
why I
damage.
didn't move any further, because we didn't mention about me standing up. But yes, I stood up and therefore didn't have a full range of movement.
Cool. Bothrid is going to fail as well, so he's going to take 9 points of damage in direwolf form, and is knocked prone. Bum bum bum. Cool. Feltag is still unconscious, so he's just going to lie there. Sorry, no, with that legendary action from the dragon, it is then going to move half its flying speed, so it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, up to there. And with blood dripping from it, just turns.
I will have my vengeance. Perhaps not today, but rest assured, I will destroy you all.
And is beginning to try and make a beeline for it. As we then go over to Geo, who can do fuck all from this range.
Bloody hell! Don't let him go! Don't let him go!
Hedam is going to roll over the ballista. 5, 10 we'll say, because that's difficult terrain. 15 to get to there.
That's the wrong way.
And is then going to cast a final third level lightning bolt with a dex 15. That is a 100-foot line.
Is the sleet storm still there?
Sleet storm is still there, yeah.
So would he fly less?
That is a very good point. And actually,
Yes,
is Sleet Storm still there? Sleet Storm might not be there anyway. I just need to double check on that.
So is he
Yeah,
trying to escape now?
I can't remember who cast it. So
Bothrid cast it in his concentration spell,
Bothrid
and
did.
Bothrid then has wild shaped since and taken damage.
yeah, probably.
the sake
Probably.
of
Yeah,
both,
it's probably got those.
Sack it off.
That's gone.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I've got too many things to
Did you
concentrate
say
on
the
today.
dragon's trying to escape now?
Yeah.
The dragon's making
It's
a
like
beeline, or looks like he's trying to escape. So Hedam has stepped up and is now unleashing a lightning bolt. So almost closed my tab there. That would have been disastrous. Fucking hell.
We had just gone to a commercial break and then
9. Fails the dexterity saving throw, but is going to use the final legendary resistance to save and take half damage. So that'll be 8d6. So 36, that will be 15, 18 points of damage on Verdigal. 18 points of damage. Bothrid can do sweet FA where he is. Bralin from where he is. Bralin is going to 5, 10, 15 up to there. And what can he do? What can he do?
has he got get over here like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat?
Bralin this time is going to lift up the trident, smack it down on the deck, makes a small little dent in the wood, but is going to cast Shatter at 2nd level. So that will be a con saving throw, bearing in mind the dragon has now used all its legendary resistances. 28. 28. Yep.
Dragons, man.
So that will do half damage. So that'll be 14 points of damage on the dragon. And as you see the sort of sound out there, you can see the dragon sort of battered off slightly, flying weakly at this point as well. Gore can do bugger all. Moovud is select 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Still within range. Moovud's going to attempt to try and shoot this thing down. Misses. Second attack. Exactly the same misses. So that's Moovud. And
So he's still my sworn enemy, so he's definitely within range. I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to use bonus action to steady aim, which I should have done last time when I missed the fucker first time. I'll get advantage on my attack roll. I'm glad I did that. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
So we've got 11 piercing damage. We then have
How much?
11. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, I can hear you. Keep going.
And then the 3d6
Go on,
sworn
Ender.
enemy damage, which is 11.
Another 11.
And then sneak attack damage, which, oh, you bastard, which is another 13. If you say, how do you want to do this, I'm going to jizz.
would you like to do this?
Oh man!
Oh my god!
Literally, that South Park meme with Stan's dad and just cheers all over the room.
Is that how you want to do this, or what?
I'm going to shoot it in the back of the head, and then it's just going to go.
So, Andy, you seeing the dragon now fleeing, just take an arrow out, pull back, and as you pull back, you can hear that whisper in your ear. I am with you. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Almost in slow motion, you watch as the arrow just flies, spirals off towards the dragon, and with a final beat of the dragon's wings, just catches it in under sort of the joint where the wing meets the back, and the dragon just begins, wings fold around as it spirals down and just falls, and is gone from sight. And a few seconds later you just hear this, and we are out of combat. Shall we take a 5-minute break?
Yes.
And a hello to all our regular viewers on Twitch. We love you. We are so thankful to you all for sticking with us. That was one hell of a battle. So no, thank you for watching us every week. We do love you immensely. Cool. So, Dragon's body has fallen at this point, and the tension begins to sort of ease a little bit on the ship, as you then hear Charlie from the back. Someone tell me what's going on.
I'm actually not listening to that. I turn back to normal Goliath. Run over.
Bothrid also.
I run over
Hobgoblin form.
over to Carstan and start shaking him and smacking him in the face. Come on, wake up! Come on, wake up!
I suppose I'm
I've
closest to
across.
Charlie, aren't I?
Come on, man!
Well, Feltag is currently unconscious as well.
Come on, man! You've got through this before. Got through worse stuff than this. Come on!
Gore, settling down from his rage, places a hand on Dargon's shoulder. My friend, he is gone.
No, he's not. He can't be.
Don't be a fool. Now is not the time. You must secure the ship. Kirik.
I shout to Swift. And I said, "Do you have a diamond? A diamond on the ship? Do you have it?"
No.
Do I have a diamond?
We don't keep the... No, we left them.
Okay, fuck it. I'll just run towards. I'll just run towards the individuals on the floor. How long has it been since they died? Do I know?
Minutes, if that.
Was in less
Minutes.
Than a minute.
Less than a
than
minute.
minutes.
Or...
Oh no, more than a minute at this point. Actually,
we have 10
been
rounds of
about 3
combat,
rounds.
is it?
no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Less than a minute.
Okay. Fine. I will take out my diamond that I bought from Mephisto. It wasn't meant to be used for this, but
Don't worry about it then.
I'll kind of shove.
That's
I'll
out
kind
of
of
character
shove.
laughter.
I will kind of shove Dargon aside. Dargon, you feel kind of a pull, like stronger than Kirik's ever like really had before, and kind of take the diamond. I'm going to place it on. What's the name of the person who was dead?
Carstan.
Carstan. I'm going to place kind of the diamond on Carstan's chest, and then I'm going to kind of feel the presence of the Raven Queen around me, and kind of the death does, like, still hovering the ship with the energy of the wyverns and the dragon, and I'm going to start pushing the diamond into Carstan's chest until eventually it just is completely inside his chest, and there's just this light that shoots out. I'll cast Revivify.
Make me a religion check, please.
Sure thing. Using my spellcasting modifier, or as is?
Yeah, I will let you use your spellcasting modifier for this.
Cool. So that will be a 15.
15. As you place the diamond in and there is that light, you are transported away from your body. And in your mind now, you find yourself in darkness, and a figure steps out of that darkness. So, Kirik, we come to this again. Is it truly your wish to save this Goliath, knowing what lies ahead?
It's our fault that he's dead. So it's only our natural duty to maintain the balance and pay the price.
And price it will cost. Guard the veil, Kirik. As that darkness fades, and you feel as the diamond in that light just sort of enters its chest, Hedam himself leans down, places a hand on Carstan's forehead.
It is my fault. Please return to us, my friend.
Gore looking around, totally dumbfounded. What is this magic? What is this? Geo, Bralin, Muvud, now forming a little bit of a shield around, just looking down in awe as your half-orc friend, in a final push, just... and there is a flash of energy that sort of beams out from the ship and then collects and comes back in, and in that moment where it returns to Carstan's body, there is a flash of something that just into Carstan's body, and Carstan's eyes.
Alright. What you lot fucking looking at?
Welcome back.
Oh.
I'll
Well,
step
harder
up.
than I thought.
I'll stand up, and I will move to the back of the ship, and I will just cast a Cure Wounds on falls. So that will be a Feldhag. So that'll be. I'll cast a second level, because why not? I don't roll. It's 21 points.
21 points of damage to Feldhag.
Healing, please.
Yeah, I know what I meant. It's been a long night.
Bring one back.
Points
The other
of
one.
healing
Screw
to
you.
Feldhag.
Nah.
It's cold balance.
That's what she
Carstan
said.
gets a single hit point, doesn't he?
Sorry?
Carstan gets a single hit point when he's returned to life with Revivify, correct? Or is it full?
No. With Revivify, yes. With Revivify, yeah. 1 hit point, yeah.
1 hit point. Restored to life.
I move forward and give a standard healing potion to Carstan.
Cool. Kirik, as you do cure wounds on Feltag, you hear a distinct
Nice.
and the eyes flash open. Sort of sits up very mechanically, looks around. Well, that was different.
That was a close call, that's what it was.
Nine.
Where am I?
We were on the ship, we're in the middle of the air. We were fighting a dragon?
No. Ship, you say, in the air? Who are you?
You might want to rest a little bit. My name is Kirik Gravetusk. We were been traveling for a little bit. Captain, we have a situation over here. I turn back and say to Swift.
Bralin, the helm. Bralin just sort of nods, sprints back up, turning to look back
I
at
will
Carstan, but
accompany.
Danny's...
I'll come over with the captain to see what's going on.
Cool. And Bralin just sort of slides into place, grabs hold of the helm, as Captain Swift comes over. What is it, Kirik?
Seems to be no recollection of what's been happening to him, to them. Don't really understand. This shouldn't be an effect, but to be honest, I've never really met any of their kind, so I wouldn't know what happens when they come back.
No. And he is the first of his kind that we have known. Feltag, do you know me? Feltag looks. The facial features that he does have are very relaxed. No? Can't say I do.
Oh dear.
Can we turn him off and on again?
Captain Swift looks at you and says, I kind of feel like that's
What just happened?
done. Feltag, what's the last thing you remember? And Feltag sits. Well, we were heading into battle.
Which battle?
I wasn't in the air. Tell me, what happened to Esamir?
Oh dear.
Heard that name before.
I love the
Where
little
have I heard that
smirks.
name before?
Yeah.
Estimate.
Where have I heard that name? I've definitely heard that name.
Make me a history check, Kirik.
Oh boy. History.
History check.
16.
So you would remember that the lock in the middle of Nylin is called Loch
Oh,
Esamir.
Loch Esamir. That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Esamir? Doesn't make any sense.
Now, as you think back to some of your readings, you distinctly remember the city of Esamir being mentioned.
It's like an Atlantis kind of situation. Ooh, nice. I'll turn to. Is it he or they? So how do we know?
We haven't asked him what his pronouns is, actually.
Yeah.
No. And being a warforged, they don't really have a gender as such.
Cool. Okay.
The rest of the crew have always referred to Feltag as he, and Feltag never questioned it.
Okay. I will look at him in this case, and I will say, do you mean the lock or the city?
Lock? What lock? You mean the locks on the doors?
Would I know how far back the city goes, or when people start mentioning a lake as opposed to a city or something?
Make me a history check
Weird
with
like that.
Disadvantage, please.
Sounds fair.
At this point, I'd say I've walked over as
first
well.
one, 17. That is 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. No, it's difficult for you to construct that bit of the timeline.
That's fair.
Dargon, you're about to say something.
Yep.
Just that I'd walked. I have walked over now after checking that he's alive and handed him a potion.
Cool. And Dargon, as you do walk off, you can see Gore turn and look at Hedam, and there is a bit of venom in his eyes, but you choose to make your way to the back of the ship. Charlie looks at him and says, "Something is evidently not right here. Feltag, I don't mean any offence, but going to have you put below deck until we figure out what's going on here." And Feltag sort of looks around again. Looks at the sword now in his hand. Well, just as effective as an axe, I guess.
Can
Places
I
it
ask
down,
you a question?
stands up.
Feltag.
Of course. And you notice the movements
Who-
are very mechanical at this point.
Who do you
Boy.
currently serve?
Oh, good question.
Well, what sort of question is that? Those that we all serve. The 12.
Fuck me.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. Second question. Who are the 12?
Who are you? The 12 are all. They give life, they take life, they create, they
Oh, the ghosts.
destroy.
Right, okay.
The 12. And at this point,
Are they
Feltag
gods?
looks down and sort of goes to look at his chest, but then, what is this? And just snaps off the plate armor and looks down at his chest. What happened to me? As now on his chest there is just a burnt area of metal, sort of charred beyond all recognition. Where is my symbol?
What symbol?
My symbol.
Of?
My lord's symbol.
Which one is your lord?
I was one of the law bearers.
The law bearers of what?
He is the law bearer.
I turn to Captain Swift. Is he usually this cryptic?
No, but Matt is.
No, but then he's never been unconscious before.
Yeah. So, oh, this is new. Did I miss something?
Does the Lawbearer ring any bells to me?
Make me a religion check. For you, I'll say with advantage.
So Feltag was a law bearer, or he worked for a law bearer.
Maybe that find this out.
13.
13. It's not difficult for you to figure this out, that the Lawbearer is another name for the god Arathis.
And would Kirik, because I think I know, but would Kirik know what the 12 are?
Yes. Being a
Cool.
cleric, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I will then kind of move in, and I say, it's been, I don't know what happened to you, but you seem to have gone into some strange sleep. You seem to have been asleep for a little bit, and you've just woken up. It's been a while since you were last around. I also serve one of the 12, and I will show my symbol of the Raven Queen. And I will say, yes, I've been following her for all my life, really, but we need to figure out what happened to you. I think we know. I'll look at Dagon and Anda. I think we know someone that might understand a little bit more of the mechanics inside of you, but we will just need some answers.
Feltag, can we ask you a couple more questions?
Well, you're a big fellow. Yes?
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. As I die.
So initially, yeah. What was your task?
That's a wisdom saving throw, isn't it?
Only if I probe. If I understand this correctly, only if I actually try to probe deeper into the thoughts. Otherwise, I'm just going to get surface thoughts automatically. Feel free to obviously just double check that I understand that correctly. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe
still
deeper,
a wisdom saving throw to detect thoughts.
The first one. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of which, based on your spell casting modifier, Feltag is going to save.
Wisdom 13. Okay. Do I know?
Rolled a 17 and ended up with a 16.
Nice. Do I know it's worked or not? I don't actually know whether Detect Thoughts works like that. I suppose I'm not going to hear anything.
Question.
Yeah. What was your job? What were you tasked to do?
And as he looks, you don't sense any thoughts or anything. It's almost like there's a block. But he looks. What we were all made for. We were there to fight for the 12.
Fight against who?
Who are you again?
My name's Dargon. Known you for a couple of months now. Seems you don't really remember us.
No, I do not. And you ask a lot of questions on information that you should all know. I think I will do as the Blue Lady says.
I'll come with you. I won't ask
No.
any more questions.
I will go.
I think it's best, Dagon, if we give him the space.
And you can see Feltag at this point is looking confused and is starting to look a little bit... It's almost fear, but with the fear, the sword is in his hand again.
Yeah.
I step to the side and make sure it's clear run then.
And Movard steps up now, places a hand gently on Feltag's shoulder. Come on, Movard. Come on, Feltag. And sort of leads him down. Movard doesn't come back up. And it is this point you now hear some shouts from the front of the ship.
Your fault. Lightning bolt, not good idea. What you thinking, you stupid turtle?
Hey, guys. Guys, come on.
Carstan's just sort of propped up against the ballista. No, I distinctly remember that lightning bolt. Cold. Ugh. That hurt, Adam. The fuck you thinking? And Hedam at this point, staff in hand, looks at Gore, looks at Carstan.
I was thinking we had a dragon to kill. I am sorry, Carstan. But needs must.
And Hedam makes his way towards the ship, nods his head at Captain Swift, who doesn't nod in return, but is lost for a moment, and then looks at Carstan, looks at you, Kirik. Well, it seems I owe you the lives of 2 of my crewmates now. Thank you. At least we are only 1 down, or so it seems.
You don't owe us anything. We appear to have brought the dragon to you, so if anything, we should be apologizing for the inconvenience.
No.
And it's at this point that I suppose I'll sheepishly turn to the captain and I'll say, this rests with me and me alone. I taunted a green dragon when I not knew the consequences it would bring upon us, and I'm just glad that I could deal the finishing blow to save us from the mess that I created. And I'm so glad that Kirik was here to help undo some of my wrongs. Please accept my humble apology.
There is nothing to accept. The dragon said it had been tracking you. I am glad we were here. God knows what it would have done to you had you been just the 4 of you. What do you want to do, boys? Do we continue on? Do we turn?
Captain, do you know of any towns well off down on the south coast? Have you travelled that far before?
Occasionally by the coasts, but we have not spent much time down on the south coast. What is it you want to do?
Well, mate, maybe we need to stop at one of these towns, potentially resupply.
I'm just fearful for Reiko's life.
My God, you're right. You're right. We have no time to waste. We have no time to
We can't
waste.
detour from our path. We must get to the Isle.
Captain Swift, full steam ahead if you can, please.
The only town on our path would be Eticus, and that would take us too close to Phaliad for my liking.
Plus, a ship this big descending into a town bound to drag attention.
Mm-hmm.
And also too close to the orcs.
For sure.
How long would you estimate, Captain, that we're going to take until we arrive as close to the Isle as you feel comfortable with taking us?
Back into the notebook.
Where did you say the orcs were?
Kind of north of the Phaliad.
Was that a question?
No, like east, I think it is.
Was that a
That was
question
out
to
of
me
character.
or to Captain Swift? That was out of character.
Yeah. I missed what you said about the orcs.
I just said it to take us to Eticus would take us too close to the orcs. As
Right,
Captain
okay.
Swift. There is a bit of a tailwind now, and as Captain Swift sort of looks around, if I understand what the Stillman instructed us, we will be there in a matter of hours.
Kirik, how are you
8
feeling?
hours?
So you've currently only spent about 3.5 hours now. So yeah, it will be longer than 8 hours. She then thinks, she looks around, she says, not quite a day. Perhaps another 15 hours or so. Maybe less with this wind
Day.
behind us.
In that case, I suggest well, some of us, I don't know how you two are feeling. Well, you three are feeling. I say to the other three, you seem to be, well, best for wear than I am. I will probably head somewhere and try to catch some sleep, if that would be fine with all of you and you, Captain.
By all means, Kirik.
Yeah,
Thank you again.
you need it, mate. You rest up. Once you're feeling better, or we'll take turns. We'll take watch. How about that?
So you're doing a short rest or a long rest?
Long rest.
I'm gonna attempt a long rest. We'll see what happens.
Whether the brother of the brother of the brother that you killed comes over.
Or the sister.
It's a family like the
father,
Waltons. There's about
or the
45
grandmother.
of them. Yeah.
That's a silly open.
There is
The father or something doesn't turn up because then we're screwed.
I was going to do a
God,
song
yeah,
of
nature.
rest if we were doing a short rest, but if you're doing a long rest, then it's fine.
I'm gonna attempt a long rest. Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Before that, though, I would after taking off my armor and before falling asleep, I would like to cast Sending, if possible. All that thought. I will not be casting Sending. No, spell prepared, which it isn't.
Spell preparation,
And I've-
indeed.
And I've just
Sending,
remembered that I'm like, oh yeah, I just have the candles, and then I open my box and I still have both sets of candles with me because I forgot to give them out. I think I forgot. I forgot to do that anyway. I remember when you said like, oh
You
yeah,
did.
so we could just leave one. We could just leave one with the Malt Masters. I was like, yeah, cool.
And then didn't do anything about it. Way.
It's all good.
I forgot.
Cool. So
I'll just go sleep.
on the sending.
Yeah.
Cool. So you see Kirik just sort of make himself comfortable, sort of takes his armour off, puts it around his pack, secures everything away, and then just sleep.
Just before he does, I just
Bothrid sort of
wander up to Kirip and go, hey, seems that Kate came in handy sooner than I thought it was going to be.
Suddenly did. For a moment, I thought I was going to have to do something even crazier, but didn't come to that. But yes.
Don't want to know what you were planning to do.
No, neither do I, to be honest. But yes, I think we've proved that it's going to be very useful.
Yeah, never thought it would be useful in that way. Very good. Have a good rest.
Thank you, Dagon.
Oh, thank you for bringing him back. I know the cost it is on us, but no one should die because of us.
Let's just hope Draco is alive by the time we get to him.
That was my thought.
If he isn't,
but only a few hours' time.
Can you do anything about it, Kirit?
Depending how long it's been, and depending what the state of him is.
What's our target window?
Good question. The target window would be 10 days, which we should be okay as long as he isn't, well, Skull the Isle of the Undead. So
to clarify, if, God forbid, we get there and he's not breathing anymore, we need to grab him, run, and we might be able to bring him back.
Is that diamond valuable enough? Yes. But I've never attempted to bring anyone back that's been dead for that long. Usually it's in the space of very short intervals to reach out beyond the line and bring back a soul to a body that's been empty for that long. I don't know, is the answer.
And let's hope it doesn't come to it. I bloody hope it doesn't come to it.
Let's hope.
Get some rest. You did well today.
Thank you. Everyone did. Lean my head, fall asleep.
I got to walk up to Ander. Well, that's 2 down then. You're quite good at this.
Tell you what, I'm getting pretty good with this bow and arrow.
Yeah, you are.
If we hadn't have had to, if Kirik hadn't had to brought somebody back from the dead, I feel like that would have been a round of applause for me there. But a dead cast hand kind of stole my thunder.
Yeah, well, you did well, mate. That's what I'm here for. So you did bloody well.
I'm obviously trying to cover up the guilt that I brought this upon everyone with awkward humour. But I feel like we're going to need to rest. I feel that was tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. You you don't mind if I put my head down a little later before you do, is that alright?
No, that's fine. I don't mind keeping watch.
Keep a watch.
I'll see if Captain Swift needs any duties doing before I wake you for your watch. Or, to be fair, there's probably enough between me, Swift, and Brallan to probably keep watch while you two rest up.
Right, you got to rest up as well too. No, you're getting tired now. Need that keen eye on us when we're close up to some shit when we're there.
I'll rest up when I can.
And Gore now steps over, having overheard this. Both of you rest. I will watch.
We're all fighting for watch, aren't we? All right then, I'll have a rest. Just go.
We have a long task ahead.
Make sure you guys are in tip-top shape as well. You did well back there.
We will rest while you see to this friend of yours.
That's a good plan. And we'll see him alive with us back at the ship.
Let us hope so.
Yeah.
When he wakes, thank your friend for me.
I will do.
Karstan is my closest ally.
He's a great guy. I'm sorry we brought this on you.
No sorry is needed. Rest. I will watch if any more dragons appear. I will wake Ander.
Just say we're out.
Thank you.
Sleep well, friends. And at that, you see Gore grab a rope and begin to climb up. And climbs up beyond the balloon, and you just see him then disappear. And with that, we will leave it for this evening.
Ooh. I went better than I thought it was gonna.
It certainly did go better than I think anybody was expecting. Yeah. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining us, for watching. I do have to apologise for coughing through that whole episode. Hopefully it will be done by next week. Just the joys of flu in January in the UK. Always good fun. At least it's not COVID. So let's go with that. A huge thank you to all the tools we've used. I think you've pretty much seen every tool or heard every tool in play tonight. So Hero Forge for the character designs, you've seen them in the new intro, which is still so awesome. You've seen them on the tokens. Incarnate was what I used to create the battle map there, and then we used Roll20 to obviously manage the encounter. You heard the sound effects from Tabletop Audio, the ambiance, but also the sound effects from Battle Bards. If you want to get your hands on those sound effects or any similar, bring them to your own game, then please do go register over at Battle Bards. Use the code that you see on screen there, Malt and Magic. Get yourselves a cheeky discount and enjoy. It certainly makes our game all the more enjoyable. That's what you get for doing accents throughout the whole game and then just forgetting how to speak yourself. Please go check us out on your podcast platform of choice. As I say, episode 1 is up. Please go give it a listen. If you enjoy it, if you've enjoyed the episode so far, leave us a review. 5 stars are always helpful, just to throw that out there. Thank you. Any review would be amazing. And just thank you for showing your support. Go check us out on our social media platforms, on Twitter, on Instagram, and as always, if you want to catch this episode again, please do go to YouTube and check out any of the past episodes, check out the Malt, Magic and Moors, check out my intro episode from way back when where I discussed what happened before we started streaming. Other than that, thank you once again for joining us. Thank you to my awesome players, and good night. See you next week.